My dear friends, gather round as if we were seated in a quiet parlor in Philadelphia on a crisp autumn evening. A crackling fire in the hearth, a crackling, flickering candle on the table, and the wisdom of both East and West flowing like good wine. Suppose, just suppose, as my old friend across the oceans, that sage of the flowing river, might say, suppose that the entire drama of human life is at once a cosmic dance and a practical workshop. Suppose that the eternal Tao, the boundless ground of being, delights in expressing itself through finite forms, through you and me, and yet in its infinite playfulness, it hands us the tools to polish those forms into something shining, useful, and beautiful. That, my fellow citizens of the universe, is where the practical genius of Benjamin Franklin meets the laughing wisdom of the Zen masters. I have spent a lifetime, both in part the print shop and in the silence of contemplation, pursuing what I once called the bold and arduous project of arriving at a moral perfection. I wished to live without committing any fault at any time. I devised 13 virtues, gave a week's strict attention to each in turn, and kept a little book to mark my daily progress. Laugh if you will, I often laughed at myself, but the experiment taught me something profound. Virtue is not a grim duty imposed from without. It is the art of living in harmony with the great flow of life itself. Let me share these virtues with you tonight, not as rigid commandments carved in stone, but as lively companions on the great dance of existence, infused with both Benjamin Franklin's common sense, lightning, and my cosmic laughter. First, temperance. Eat not to dullness, drink not to elevation. Why? Because the body is your instrument in the grand orchestra. If you overstuff or over inebriate it, the strings go slack, the tone goes flat, and you miss the music. Your clear head and a light stomach let you taste life as truly is, sharp, vivid, and delicious. Second is silence. Speak not when may benefit others or yourself. Avoid trifling conversation. Yet do not mistake this for grim muteness. The sages of the East know the true silence is not the absence of words, but the presence of listening. When you speak less, you hear more. The song of the world, the whisper of intuition, the laughter beneath all things. Third is order. Let all your things have their place. Let each part of your business have its time. Chaos is the ego's frantic attempt to control the uncontrollable. Order is surrender to the natural rhythm. A tidy desk, a well-planned day. These are the ends in themselves, but quiet acts of respect for the eternal now. Fourth, resolution. Resolve to perform what you ought. Perform without fail when you resolve. Here is where the wave meets the ocean's power. Intention without follow-through is mere daydream. Yet do not cling to outcome. Act with all your might, then release. Like the archer who draws the bow with perfect focus, looses the arrow, and trusts the wind. Fifth, frugality. Make no expense but to do good to others or yourself. Waste nothing. I would smile and say, the universe is endlessly abundant, yet it wastes nothing. Every leaf that falls nourishes the soil. Live simply, not from scarcity, but from reverence for miraculous economy of existence. Sixth, industry. Lose no time. Be always employed in something useful. Cut off all unnecessary actions. Time is the stuff life is made of. And it is also an illusion. Therefore, fill your hours with meaningful action. do not get somewhere, but to dance fully in the present. Industry is playing when done with joy. Seventh, sincerity. Use no hurtful deceit. Think innocently and justly, and if you speak, speak accordingly. The separate self loves masks. The true self has nothing to hide. Speak as though the universe is listening because it is you listening to yourself. Eighth, justice. Wrong no one by doing injuries or omitting the benefits that you are duty. You are all the waves of the same ocean. To harm another is to harm the whole, including yourself. Every man diminishes you. Justice is not punishment, it is harmony restored. Ninth, moderation. Avoid extremes. Forbear resenting injuries as so much you think they deserve. Passion is beautiful, but obsession is the ego's cage. Ride the wave, but do not try to freeze it at any crest. 10th, cleanliness. Tolerate no uncleanliness in body, clothes, or habitation. A clean body and a clean home are outer reflections of an uncluttered mind. Simplicity in surroundings breeds clarity within. 11th, tranquility. Be not disturbed by trifles, or at accidents common or unavoidable. Storms come and go, the oceans remain. Cultivate the deep calm and watch clouds pass without being moved by them. 12th, chastity. Rarely use venery, but for health or offspring, never to dullness, weakness, or to injury of your own or another's peace or reputation. Desire is life's energy. Direct it wisely and become creative fire. Misuse it and it burns the house down. And finally, 13th, an addition I made later, humility. Imitate Jesus and Socrates. I would add, imitate the bamboo that bends in the wind, the river that flows around obstacles. Pride is the illusion of separateness. Humility is the recognition that you are the whole show, playing a temporary part. My friends, these virtues are not a ladder to climb towards some future perfection. This is no future perfection. There is no future perfection. There is only this movement and the opportunity to live it well. I chased moral perfection and discovered, as all chasers do, that it cannot be caught. Yet the chase itself polished the mirror of the soul, the effort sweetened the days. So live these virtues not to become better than others, not to earn heaven or enlightenment, but because a virtuous life is a beautiful life. A life in turn with the great music. Act as though every gesture matters eternally, because in the eternal now it does. Rise early, as I did, and greet the dawn with gratitude. Work diligently, then pause often to gaze at the sky. Say prudently, spend generously on books, friendship, and good conversation. Love deeply, but hold lightly. Love and laugh frequently, especially at yourself. Keep a journal, not to record achievements, but to remember how astonishing it is to be alive at all. And when evening comes, review your day not with harsh judgment, but with gentle curiosity. Where did that flow with life? Where did you resist? Mark your slips not as sins, but as reminders that of your shared humility and your humanity. Then sleep peacefully, knowing that tomorrow the dance continues. For life, my dear friends, it is neither a grim trial nor a meaningless accident. It is a splendid opportunity, an invitation from the eternal to play a human role with grace, wit, courage, and joy. You have been given this one wild, precious existence. Do not waste it in regret, fear, or half-hearted living. Polish your days as you would a fine lens until the light of the cosmos shines through you clearly, brightly, usefully. Live virtuously, not because you must, but because it is the most delightful way to dance the cosmic dance. And when your final hour comes, as come it will, may you look back not with the sorrow of changes missed, but with the quiet smile of one who had lived fully, loved deeply, and played the game magnificently. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise, but only if he remembers to laugh, to love, and to dance along the way. Thank you, my friends. The music is playing. Your part is now. Go live it.